Do you have some old photos, maybe it's have scratches, black and white, and you want to colorize, you want to bring in life. So in this video, I want to look on different services that are available online, as well application, test them and see how well they perform, which one is work great for you and which one you should avoid it. And we also will have some surprise. I bet you did not know that you have inside the Photoshop or other applications. So we'll go check on this in a second. Okay, let's begin. First, let me explain what I'm going to do. Right here, I have two different images. I will start with my original image, and this is a self-portrait. I took it. Notice this, the t-shirt is purple, close up, just a face, very easy to identify for the AI. What I did next, I convert this photo to black and white, so we'll check on the colorizations, how well this works. And also I added grain, scratches, and other effect to create as a old, so we can see and compare how the old photos will work with the new photos. As well, I created another photo, which is have a group of people. It's me in and we'll go use it. You see the people on the background, green sky, so this is a little bit more complex. Same, I convert to black and white, so we check how this will work. And as well, I have it also apply same scratches and everything as in previous photo. So here's our test subject. What we're going to do now, we're going to over some web services that is highly advertised. If you look, and they're going always, if you look on top 10, they're going always on top 10. So I want to be sure how good they are, and we're going to check them now. And we begin with first, Colorize online. First, what I want to say, you'll see word process right here. It is WordPress icon. So it's to me tell somebody have a probably API access to some service, they install it and try access or provide for people colors, some test, I don't know, Colorize and other things. This will be very fast test because it's always fail on me. You just never gonna upload it properly, fail and process everything. Probably the API service they're using change something and the system is broken. So Colorize online, big X. Next, we're going to Hotpot. And Hotpot, you notice it is a tools. It's preset of all these different type of services, included stable diffusion, art generation, headshot, some more like dream booth, I think, kind of generation, object removal. What we're interested as we're going right now is AI picture colorizer and AI picture restorer. So to work with them, all what you need to do in Colorizer, just download it, and you notice you can do something for free. So for example, you can have a minimum colorization factor, download it, your image is drag and drop in, and press colorize. The one thing that is not clear how you can do after it is to download, you actually need to click on the image itself and it will download on your computer. And similar was for the picture restoration. Sadly, you don't have it all in one, so you need, if you want to restore picture and colorize, you need to have two steps. First, you need to remove it, and next. So right here you can see I was done with two of the restorations, and I done with two colorization. And let's start first with a portrait portrait colorization. So right here it's a black and white, and you notice when you colorize with hotspot, it's actually created quite a bit smaller image. It does not give it exactly the same image. Originally it's about 3000 pixels, and a smaller image is about 1024. So they are shrinking, they don't give you full resolutions. If you wanted any full resolutions or better quality, you need to pay for the service. And it's kind of understandable, but again, it's a lot of credits. Example, if you want to full size resolution, let's have 25 credits on lower. And if you want to go on higher resolutions, it will take more. And by credits, you can see right here, 2025 or $10. Keep it in mind. So minimum, you need to pay $10 a month. And it maybe sounds okay for some to use its service, but please stay here till end to find out why I said it's a horrible deal. Okay, so for free, okay, you can play around. Let's analyze a little bit. You can see I have it red under eyes. Overall, it's understand face. Did not keep it very well inside, and it's a lot of light leak. However, it did apply somewhat purplish to short. Overall, I will say you probably can do better job by yourself just to take it brush in Photoshop and brushed over your image. Let's look right now on the removing, and removing again, it's a smaller image, and that is even worse than before. You can see how blurry, it does not keep a sharpness or any resolution, even the image was provided higher. Look on all these lines. Beside the removing, it's actually add more damage to my image than before. Definitely big no on this one. So let's compare this with a group of people, see how it will perform. Again, we'll start with colorizations. This is my original image, and we'll look on a colorized version from our black and white. Okay, so right here, our black and white colorization. You can see color is messed up all over. It's look almost like old outdated Polaroid film was using or something. So maybe somebody will find out. But again, it's a very horrible job on keeping colorization, mostly all these elements. Again, it probably does a little bit better job when you pay more credit to increase to level 25 or something, so it's more processable. But again, my look on all of these services this way. If you want, give me taste of how good you process or anything, don't give me crop. Okay, because I'm testing, I look on a crop and I want to come back. Doesn't matter how excellent is your colorization factor. Give me limited amount of images so I can try it. I see, whoa, that is look great, and I can go. Otherwise, if you give me crop at the beginning, only crappy people will stay. Okay, so this is that image, and let's go look on the restorations. And again, you can see small, exactly same problem. And I maybe even have a reason why it's happening. I have some idea what they're using, but generally you can see right here, see how lost details, everything. I mean, it's not usable at all. Again, possibly they can have it better when you paid, but why I should pay it if my test is look horrible? So next one, we'll just look on Colorizer, and this does not necessarily restore, but just add colors. It's a playback FM, colorizer photo, and by the way, I will provide all links for you down below in description, so you can click and check them by yourself. Maybe you have a better result. And you can see right here, it's look like it's actually produced better result here. Yeah, and I test picture as well. Okay, and right here is our original. And let's go check. This is colorization version. One thing notice, they do not took down the resolution. It's the same resolution as I uploaded. So if I uploaded 3000 pixels, that was generous enough to give me same resolution preview back. Okay, right here, of course, we lost some sharpness, have a compression, JPEG compression applied to this, but from original, it's not bad. Okay, this is from our black and white. It's not bad colorization. And this is compared to a color. The t-shirt, black t-shirt become blue, so some assignment to this, but general, hard to determine definitely the picture's color on the people's shirts, but I think overall it is somewhat decent job done in this case. Let's go look on a port. Okay, and right here is our original version and colorized. You can see I have some yellow spot on the head, some red, but overall, you know what, and this is total free, so it's not like, hey, pay us money to get a better copy. It's actually perform even better. Of course, the eyes, it just slap all this tint over, even include my eyes, so AI does not necessarily recognize. You can see how primitive for the portraits it was. It just put it all colorized over all image, just like same, put it all the skin tone overall. But so this is our free ones. Another one I want to look, it's a MyHeritage.com, and this actually can produce more than just photos. You actually can animate your photos. So I'll show you how you can do it. And there you can do as a trial 5 pictures. So right here we have all these pictures that I'm uploaded, and you can see there's some already I processed it. I'll show you in a second, and I will show you how you can process them as well. Let's start with our portraits, and here is our original portrait. So again, I convert black and white, upload it, and Colorize. And this is colorization version, and you can see actually it did it very decent job. Of course, we can see some elements like yellows. We have it a little bit overblowing on the highlights, so they did apply some elements. Shirt is black, not purple. And personally, I prefer this kind of more, if you don't understand what color it is, just keep it black and white. It's probably the best way, more safer than just put it wrong color. So right here it's colorization original and MyHeritage. Of course, it's a full size. One thing I don't like, they put it all these icons, what options was applied to this. Probably to know it's an image was colorized or was modified. And again, remember, this side is not performed for colorization. It's more for your historical information when you keep it, like you have some photos of old photos of your family, something you want to add. And I think the actual symbols will let you know, hey, we enhanced the image and we did colorize this image, so people know it's not original copy. Okay, right here is colorizations. Let's go look on the damaged, and this you can see we have some lines going on here. Let's go, this is removable, and I think this is process actually way better with a couple problems that I found out. Like for example, look right here, the reflection highlights in the eyes, which is make eyes look a little bit more three-dimensional. And of course, when we applied some modification to this, you can see how they flatten out. So they remove it, all of the lights, because I think it's maybe noise, but it also create look a little bit flatter on the eyes, which in some case I think that kind of okay. It's hard to determine which one is scratches with not, but I think general it is performed actually very well on removing scratches on the image. And of course colorizations was just a little bit off, but still I think perform very good. Okay, let's go now look on the our image, group image, and right here our original image. This is a black and white, it's what I was using originally, and colorizations actually did a very good job. Look on the colors, look on the short even. Let's compare this with the original. So this is our original, and one thing you remember, I told you that better leave it black and white. If you're not sure what color it is, just leave it black and white. And right here short, it's cannot identify, and it's I think turned to red short. So yes, like this element, and right here it's actually turned, but in general it's I think it's acceptable because it's not a big difference in the colorization of the short, like a black and blue right there. But it is overall I think it did a very good job to adding colors. And we'll add colors on the head, all the small elements you can preview before and after. But general, I think it's actually does a very good job on this. Okay, let's go now to compare with our same scratches. You can see we have scratches, but what I want to check here, because we have much smaller details, it was a little bit easy when we have a portrait to do because comparison for the AI. But now we have all these buildings on the back, we had all teeny tiny details, and right here you can see it's actually did a very good job. Still leave it like on an arm. Right here you can see that we still have it line. And a problem with this, I think it's hard for the AI sometimes determine, but overall with lost some sharpness. If we come closer, you can see before and after we definitely lost sharpness on the image. It's become a little bit more blur. Probably try to remove the grain, and this is wrong way to remove the grain. Probably I don't know what algorithm they utilize, but we have a very beautiful denoise algorithm that is using in many models for AI generation, which is can become here very handy because it could remove noise without losing resolution or sharpness. But general overall it did actually a good job I think on removing. But I don't know if I will use this with suffering on lose some of those sharpness. I don't know, it's tossed in and out. Okay, let's go check how we can do this. And right here we have an image. If we go inside the image, okay, you can see it. You can apply enhance colorization automatically. We can also go and maybe restore this original. The one thing you'll notice, right here we have it only enhance, colorize, and animate. We'll animate this in a second. But one thing what I want to show you, it is if you're using some image with a need repair, a nice thing is actually identify and add repair options available. So I can do that. Animations, let's go see what we can do with animations. We have it some as available options here, and let's go click animate. Okay, and I think it's actually enhance, remove it, colorize, so it did all the flavors for us. And right here is animations done. I really, it's look very nice. Look on that. It's performed very fast. And that is animated. That is, yeah, some movements I probably need test, but overall smile. Yeah, it's actually did a very, very good job, I think. And of course, we can change, and general animations predefined. We can do, let's see if we can add keys for me to send keys to you. But just this one, animations, actually, it's made worth it for that service if you have it, so you can have much fun there. There you go, there's my Zoolander face. On top you can see, yeah, it does look like Zoolander almost when it's put on a sideways. But right here your site is kind of very fun, interesting way to create your stuff. And you can try it. Like I said, I think 5 images, it's free. You can do it first, but they do full resolution, everything. So you can, and after this, you need it or have it special access or paying for that service. Okay, but you know what? This $15, whatever you pay with a box. Let me show right here. So Photoshop. It's covered plus and minuses. I'm not a big fan, honestly, of the subscriptions, but okay, what do we get it for this? You know what? Let me place properly this. Okay, there you go. What do we get with subscription? You have it all these images. Okay, and let's go right now just in black and white. Do you actually know you can do all of this what you saw much better and faster inside the Photoshop? The many people don't know that neural filters was in Photoshop for already very long, for several years. I think before even pre-COVID, it was Sensei in 2018, I think, or 19, when they was start saying we have it AI Sensei, which will done, and it's have it neural filters, which can do a lot of stuff already there, and it's utilize AI. And they utilize AI 2 ways. One is on your computer, and another one's they upload it and work this way. So let me show you right here where we have it. Look, we have it all this makeup, landscape, all this stuff. We have it colorized. Let's go click on Colorize Enable. And there we have it, our colorization. It's a better than other ones. Beside this, on colorization, you have it profile. It's not just to create it what AI think is good. AI create here, but also go back for the ask you what you think. So if needed, I can remove color artifacts, make it cleaner or darker, whatever I want it. A little bit too much. Reduce the noise. I can also go in change colorizations if I need it. I can adjust, create more in yellow, cyan, whatever I think, and output as a new layer. Okay, this is one way. So let's go another one. For example, restorations. So let's go same. We'll go to neural filters, and in neural filters, I have right here photo restoration. So let's enable this, and you can see it start processing. So I can say remove scratches, and I don't need photo enhancement because I think photo enhancement do something like robotic faces create for me. It's processed on device. Okay, it'll take a little bit time. And look at this, it's remove it. Of course, it's make some funny with faces, and because I was very aggressive on some enhancement and other things, but look, it's remove line. It's very good. By the way, it's also have it the wait list for new which coming. Portrait generations and all other things, which is utilize even more AI. So in the end, what I want to tell you, it is, by the way, before we go to the end, let me show you, this is colorization done with Photoshop. It's actually not bad. We have it much leak right here on the side that need to be adjusted, but overall colors on the face actually very nice and accurate. Okay, my end point for you. Before you rush it and buy it and look all these new tools or purchases online account, you probably already own most of those tools already. Like if you own Photoshop, you have all of those narrow filters already available for you that with AI processing can perform quite a bit nice job, better than most of them. And some tools I'm very skeptical. So what I said before, even like Upscaler, I was very skeptical about Topaz AI till I start using, and I says yes, it is more superior to what AI have it in Photoshop and more superior than any other ones. But for example, for colorizations and noise remover and other things, I think the top will be Heritage, MyHeritageWare.com, that website, and Photoshop. I think those is too good. Other ones on the web side, whatever I tested, and I don't test just those three. Those three that I show you, I tested way more than these, and about 80-90% of them is very scammy. They just want you to buy credits. They just want you to spend money, and they don't necessarily will produce good work. They are high compressed JPEGs and everything. It's exactly the same as I done before with another photography, with upscalers and everything. It's like, they know you maybe only use them for 1-2 photos, so they want to take as much as possible from one transactions from you. Then other companies could stay there and says, hey, we want you for the long-term business. So overall, hopefully you find this video useful, find some new stuff for you, how you can colorize old photos, what you can do with this. And I think at this point, the colorization service by hands is still be the preferred. I don't think AI up to that level, but it does very, very good job production on some of those elements. Well, thank you again for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe, give us thumbs up, share this video. It will help create more new videos. And again, have a fun day to create new photos.